I got hit music. Yeah. All the hits. Max hits. Yeah.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon. I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amaka Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Welcome to Warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
I left my daughter in the care of a governess. She is white. Mariana is well aware she can't be associated with those people.
When Mariana gets married, all of this will be in the hands of your future son-in-law.
Papa, I don't want an arranged marriage, and I don't want to be sent to you.
I want your son to keep away from my daughter.
I want to sue my father.
You don't have the nerve to do it. Every problem has a solution. Just say the word, and I will do it. No one has to find out. We won't speak of it again.
Stop right there! No, don't shoot! This is real gold.
This chain belonged to my mother. When it's around my neck again, that means we'll never have to be apart.
Watch out! Argentina, champions of the world!
Anything that puts a smile on your face. So it's whatever fun activity that you can get into, that you can get engrossed in. So it's different for everyone. For instance, I find football one of the most entertaining things in the world. People wouldn't. I can watch YouTube videos about cats dancing, and for me that's entertaining. Someone else might not find it. So as long as you can get engrossed in it and it's gonna fill you with a sense of pleasure, and you're on the right track.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m., tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on.
He has a prophetic word for you. There is a chosen purpose for your ordination, a reason for being here. Destiny is what God has given you before you showed up on this earth. Every issue, every battle you've gone through in life will not stop you from where you are going. A great mind helps you to be unstoppable, particularly when the reward is bigger than the risk. You need to move from I have to. So the place where you say, I will do it. It's time to break out of the pack and be different. Uniquely blessed. Uncommonly blessed. Standing outly blessed. So blessed that you become a reference. New perspectives. All things passed away. Stop being in the jacket of yesterday.
Watch Winning Ways with Pastor Matthew Wishamalowo on TVC Entertainment, 2:30 p.m. Sundays to Fridays.
One of the most marvelous ways to start your morning is with us right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Good morning. All right, folks.
It's that time again where we unleash the best of the very best of the weekend.
Yeah.
And
Well done to the Gemzo Band. Wow, Gemzo Band have been giving us some lovely tunes.
Yes, they
some mellow, but mid-tempo.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love Gemma Ofili. Her vocal. In fact, we'll talk to her about her voice later on.
Exactly.
It's gonna be an amazing day. You tuned in at the right time to the right show, and we are about to unleash an amazing Wake Up Nigeria edition.
Yes, a show always designed for you by yours truly. Yes, sir. It's time to relax as we kickstart the weekend. The best way, people. We're talking music. We have food coming up later on. Our chef Babe just arrived. We have lifestyle, great conversation, and everything in between.
So grab a mug of whatever you would like to use to warm up, of course, this morning. And yes, it is a public holiday.
Yes, it is.
It is, of course. We have to give a shout out to our Muslim brothers and sisters who are celebrating this morning.
Yes.
But that and so much more still coming up on the show. My name is Titilayo Oyinson.
And I am Emil Porter. Remember, guys, that we are broadcasting live across Nigeria and beyond. We want you to tune in via our website. We are www.tvcentertainment.tv. We are also on GOTV channel 16, UHF 49. And of course, we are on YouTube as well. So go on right there and you'll catch us right there
on TVC
Entertainment.
Indeed. So when it comes to social media, TVC Entertainment _ is our handle on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and even Threads. We're still threading, guys. We are. Use our hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. We are right there with you.
Remember, guys, that you are the needle. We are the thread.
Yes, sir. Woohoo! In fact, all right, no worries. As long as you have our mobile app, you need to move around. Don't worry, you can stay plugged into us wherever the day takes you.
So it doesn't really matter if you're using the iOS store or you're on the Google Play store. Anyone, guys, we are there. We are right there just for you.
So you can see us standing in the kitchen, right?
Right.
There's someone missing. Don't worry, she is right here close by. She's making sure her chef whites are whiting. Chef Fave is going to be here whipping up some perfectly sweet crocker fish and potatoes. Ooh, can't wait for that meal to come about right here on Wake Up Nigeria.
I mean, already we're seeing her, when she started the show, giving us that mid-tempo vibes. Gemma Ofili and the Gemzo Band, they're here to wake us up with a symphony of beautiful sound.
Lights, camera, movies! Get ready for a sneak peek into the awesome movies that will be taking place they'll be taking over your screens and of course your imagination. Some amazing trailers coming your way you do not want to miss.
Brightening our morning with some jolly festive vibes is Olarinwaju Gabriel Mayowa, popularly known as Mayowa Bay. Of course, we've got something for our Muslim fans this holiday, and Mayowa Bay would be giving us some, rendition in that regard.
And then we'll be having Pascal Otuma. And Pascal Otuma is a Nigerian actor, director, screenwriter, and film producer, as well as an entrepreneur. Now, his latest film, Imported Wives, exposes the negative impacts of the Japa syndrome on marriages. There's a lot to unpack in that conversation.
There's so much. So much.
All right, so much to look forward to.
Yes, we have quite an interesting Friday. And let's check out some facts.
Good morning. The news on Salah de Baraka de Salah to all the Muslim brethren who are celebrating today. My name is Mike Messi Keno. Now, Arafat Day marks the climax of the Hajj, a day when millions of Muslims gather on the plains of Mount Arafat in deep prayer and reflection. This profound day commemorates the moment Prophet Muhammad delivered his historic farewell sermon during his final pilgrimage in 632 CE. Senior correspondent Adedoja Salam Adini reports.
The day of Arafat is the heart of Hajj. Missing this sacred rite invalidates the entire pilgrimage. Even the sick were brought in ambulances, determined not to miss this divine moment. From dawn till sunset, pilgrims stand in unwavering devotion on the plains of Arafat, supplicating, seeking forgiveness, and begging for Allah's mercy. This moment is a cornerstone of the Hajj experience. Nigerian pilgrims joined others from around the world, offering prayers for themselves, for their families, and for their nation.
All those little countries, Nigeria is above them. When you talk about knowledge, when you talk about innovations, when you talk about anything, Nigerians are number one in the world. So may Allah strengthen the president with people who are good people, who will not say something and they mean another thing.
The importance of this day is that it leverages everybody, be it the rich, the poor, the mighty, and the low. So everybody are in the same attire and on the same plain ground.
I will ask for forgiveness because only Almighty Allah tells Prophet Noah that you should seek for forgiveness. You receive sama alaykum midraran. I will make the sky your starting point. Your business will strive. Your life will be fulfilling. Your children will strive well. And your home will not be destroyed.
Whoever performs a Hajj and does not have a sexual relationship with the husband during this time that we are on consecration, and then does not commit any sin during the period of Hajj and perform it properly, the person will go home like as if the person has been given birth as a newborn baby. So all these sins, both minor and major sins, will be wiped away.
Many broke down in tears, overcome by emotion as they repented, reflected on their lives, and sought spiritual renewal. While pilgrims mark the day at Arafat, millions of Muslims around the world fast, increase their worship, and give charity in solidarity with those on the sacred journey. Under scorching temperatures surpassing 40 degrees Celsius, pilgrims persevere in faith. As the sun sets, they will journey to Muzdalifah to pray and rest under the open sky and collect pebbles for the symbolic stoning of Satan at Jamarat. Adedoja, Salam Adeni, TVC News, Mecca.
And that's the news for the hour. We'll take a recess. Stay with us. We're just getting the show on the road.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw element.
Guy has been with somebody's girlfriend.
But they are for all of us now.
This is that's why you're still single.
I would not agree or disagree with that because I don't want to get into trouble. I have a home to go to.
Your next question.
Oh, you ready to fail?
Who is the person you see some spoils?
That woman.
Bam! Bam!
Yeah, today we'll go here.
Hey.
Let's catch up now.
And John been able to satisfy your cravings, yeah? Stay good. Entertainment for pure entertainment.
Now you can catch up with your favorite programs on TVC. Log on to www.youtube.com/TVC Entertainment. Join the fun.
Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia, January 15, 1929. The son of a Baptist minister, King received a doctorate degree in theology and in 1955 helped organize the first major protest of the African American civil rights movement, the successful Montgomery bus boycott. King participated in and led marches for the right to vote, desegregation, labor rights, and other civil rights. He advocated civil disobedience and non-violent opposition against segregation in the South. Influenced by Mahatma Gandhi, the peaceful protests he led throughout the American South were often met with violence. Nonetheless, Dr. King and his supporters were persistent, and the movement
Okay, well, the Wake Up Nigeria Kitchen on a Friday is always extra special. But today, we have a sprinkling of even something better. We have Chef Fave. How you doing, Chef?
I'm fine.
All right, look at that bright smile. Oh my gosh, you know that she's about to make something special. Come here, come. Why are you running from me? Don't run from me now. So, Chef Fave, everything you make is awesome. But you have to talk to us about what we're making today. I can see some very lovely ingredients here.
Yeah.
Woo! All right, talk to us. What are we making?
Okay, so today I'm going to be making pan-fried fish and pan-fried croaker fish and potato chips.
Pan-fried croaker fish and potato chips.
Yeah.
Okay. So this pan-fried croaker fish, is it like fried the way we know, you know, like the African frying, like fry it till it's...
Yeah, like it's going to be crunchy outside, but the inside is going to be like juicy.
All right. Well, that's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. But let's talk ingredients. I know we have some ingredients on display, but there's still some we haven't put out yet.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what we have here.
Okay, so today we have the potatoes, the fish, and the tomatoes. Then these ones are for garnishing.
Okay, so there's cucumber here and lemon. Or is this lime?
No, it's lemon.
It's lemon.
Yeah.
Lemon, cucumber, tomatoes, then the fish itself. So let's talk a bit about these beautiful pieces here. Now these, they look so fresh and so, like the eyes of the fish are still shiny. Oh my gosh. This came straight from the water.
Yes,
am I right?
It's fresh fish.
Like straight from, this is not frozen, gone through freezer house and container and, you know. So you decided to use this, but if I wanted to use, you know, the frozen freezer house type, would it have that same effect?
Yeah, you can.
All right. So now, if you're going to work on these now, what exactly are you going to be doing to these fish?
Yeah, I'm going to have to cut the fish.
Okay.
Then season it, allow it to set for some time. Okay. And after that, I'll now have to fry it.
So when you say sit for some time, you want the spices to go into.
Yeah.
So are you filleting the fish?
No.
No, you're cutting it into.
Yeah. Like I'll have to cut the fish so that it will be able to done.
Okay. Yeah. All right. No problem. Now I can see a lot of the fins and everything is still on it. We're trimming off all that as well and removing the innards as well. So that cleaning process will take quite a bit of time.
Yeah.
But then these tomatoes, what's going to happen with these tomatoes?
The tomatoes is for the sauce.
For the sauce.
Yeah.
Okay. What else do we add to those tomatoes?
You're going to add your pepper, your seasoning.
What type of pepper do you normally use?
Fresh pepper.
So some like tatashe, some like shombo. Which one are you adding to this?
Just normal fresh pepper.
Fresh pepper. As in which one now? Is it the sweetened one or is it the sharp one?
The sharp one.
The sharp one. Okay, all right, fantastic. So when it comes to spices as well, I know you're going to spice the fish, but let's talk about the sweet potatoes here. You've done some peeling as well, but you haven't cut this yet.
Yeah,
are you
planning to cut it into pieces, into chunks.
So are we making it like very thin? Are we julienne are we going to julienne the potatoes or how are we going to do that?
Yeah, I'm going to have to cut it into thin.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thin slices it is. So there's quite a lot to still do.
Yeah.
The cleaning of the fish is a process. Do you want to start showing us how you plan to cut the fish? Do you want to start showing us that? I can get the knife out for you and the chopping board.
Okay, that's fine.
But while we're doing that, talk to us about some of your favorite dishes, the dishes that your customers request from you. the most? Talk to us about that. Yeah?
All right. So, mostly people always want me to make the Nigerian soup.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've also worked for someone. It's not like I really work for the person, but
okay.
He keeps ordering food from me.
Okay.
So he's
like your biggest customer.
Yes.
At this point.
Yes.
He orders. So that's where you mostly make meals for them.
It's like an Indian food. So yeah.
All right. So I can see that there's some pepper sauce here, or rather pepper mix here, already standing by. Let me bring that out.
Okay.
For you and keep it to the side. All right. So show us how you plan to clean this fish. Can you show us? Go ahead.
Okay.
All right. So you're learning from one of the masters.
Yeah.
So she's slicing it across the bottom, right there.
Yeah, I'll have to slice this open from here.
Okay. So when this came from the water, did you still freeze it at all, or you just?
Yeah, I have to preserve it.
Okay. It was preserved.
So after cutting it, I'll have to remove the
innards.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Because, you know, we rarely see huge fresh fish like this on the show. So showing people how to get the innards out is actually quite key.
Yeah. So this is it. It's out.
Okay.
Then I'll have to cut these ones off.
You want to cut the fins off?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this one will have to be there.
Do what you need to do. Go ahead. Go ahead. We're cooking now.
Okay.
Let's do it. So in the market, you know, you see them very violently cutting it off.
Yeah.
But at home, it's not always that simple.
Yeah.
So fins off.
So this is it.
Now there's scales on this fish, am I right? So what's your plan for the scales? You're going to leave them on? Oh, you're just scoring it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, so
everything can sink inside.
So that the spices can go in.
Yeah.
The scoring of the fish is also a very good skill because you're not cutting too far down.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is it.
So that's how it's supposed to look. So by the time you bend it, you know it's fresh when you bend it and it doesn't break.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's
So
fresh
that's
fish.
it.
All right, great. Now you're still working on the next few. Meanwhile, I believe you need some vegetable oil and the pan.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so let me go and get that for you while you're doing that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Because I have a feeling you need a very wide pan for this. And you need some vegetable oil. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get the oil in for you. So I know you're using vegetable oil.
Yeah.
Is that too much vegetable oil?
It's fine.
Okay?
It's fine.
All right. Fantastic. You see, I'm a good helper in the kitchen.
Thank you.
So these tomatoes, are we working with a blender or something?
No,
like
I'll
that?
have to cut it.
You're going to cut them. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. So there's no need to put the heat under the oil yet, right?
No. I'll have to season it first.
Okay, fantastic. Speaking of seasonings, what are the seasonings you're planning to use? Talk to us about that.
Okay. So I'll have to use the normal seasoning powder.
Okay.
Then if you have ginger or garlic, is your choice. You can add that.
Okay.
Then put your pepper.
Ginger, garlic.
Yeah.
Like dry pepper or fresh pepper or pepper mix?
It depends on your choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you can put whichever one you prefer.
Okay.
But not white pepper.
Not white pepper. Okay, no problem. So I'm gonna see if I can find a bowl. When you marinate these, are you gonna leave them on the plate?
Yes, I'll have to leave them to set.
All right, fantastic. If you're just tuning in, what we're making is pan-fried fish with potato chips, and we have Chef Fave here with us. So far, she's shown us her process of cleaning out these beautiful, shiny, fresh croaker fish. It's making me so hungry right now, I have to say. She's cleaned out the first two. She's working on the third one now. We have vegetable oil warming up on the heat already. we still have to work on those tomatoes because we're going to be chopping them down.
Yeah.
And of course, the potatoes themselves are already standing by. All right, speaking of standing by, this kind of food reminds me that it's Friday and we should get ready to groove. This fine Friday, we have Gemma Ophili and the Gemzo Band here with us, and they're about to perform one more time. Over to you, Gemma.
All the sunshine above will leave us here. I'm a witness through my skin.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m., tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on.
You're my provider, you're my provider.
Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia, January 15, 1929. The son of a Baptist minister, King received a doctorate degree in theology and in 1955 helped organize the first major protest of the African American civil rights movement, the successful Montgomery bus boycott. King participated in and led marches for the right to vote, desegregation, labor rights, and other civil rights. He advocated civil disobedience and non-violent opposition against segregation in the South, influenced by Mahatma Gandhi. The peaceful protests he led throughout the American South were often met with violence. Nonetheless, Dr. King and his supporters were persistent and the movement gained momentum. Dr. King was a powerful orator. He appealed to Christian and American ideals and won growing support from the federal government and Northern White. In 1963, Bayard Rustin and A. Philip Randolph led the massive march on Washington for jobs and freedom. The event's grand finale was King's famous I Have a Dream speech. 250,000 people gathered outside the Lincoln Memorial to hear the stirring speech. In 1964, the civil rights movement achieved two of its greatest successes: the ratification of the 24th Amendment, which abolished the poll tax, and the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which prohibited racial discrimination in employment and education and outlawed racial segregation in public facilities. In the same year, King became the youngest person to win the Nobel Peace Prize. In the late 1960s, King openly criticized U.S. involvement in Vietnam and turned his efforts to winning economic rights for poor Americans. He was a leader of the American Civil Rights Movement and organized a number of peaceful protests as head of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, including the March on Washington in 1963. He was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee on April 4th, 1968.
Okay then, what's up and about, people?
Before what's up and about, Chef Abe, please, what fish is this?
That's croaker fish.
Croaker fish. Wait, sit down, Mike. Sit down.
It's only two fish here. I've told everybody. If anyone should miss, I've said it now. If you should put your head, you have seen it. Only two.
Ooh, there's three fish on that table.
You see, Titi cannot count.
Three.
Then they told her to let Mass when she was starting. It's only two fish there. If one should miss,
three.
All right. That's all, Chef Abe.
Yeah.
Well done. Go ahead.
You. Nice work so far. Honestly, she handled that fish with precision.
Like precision fish.
Like, Ems, how's it going?
Great, going well. How are you doing?
I'm good.
It's been an eventful week, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. Thanks for that plug there. I'm thinking about our youngsters. Really, I'm thinking about.
Are you?
Yes, I am. I am, because
she has two young girls.
Yes,
so you need to think about them.
They're almost teenagers. Like seriously, ma'am, they're almost teenagers. I don't know.
Okay.
As in, like sometimes it just makes me think. You know, the world they are growing up in is such a different world from what we grew up in.
Very.
You know, as at the time we were teenagers, would your mom and dad even let you touch the phone? Because there's probably only one central phone in the household.
How many households has had phone?
Exactly. How
many?
many?
A teenager.
Yeah.
It was just there on top of the television. You
can't touch it unless there's something.
I'm trying to think if I can remember the number. I can't remember. It was just one phone. And the analog.
Yes, sir.
Return back. And then under the phone or beside the phone, you had the directory where Yellow Pages.
Yes.
Yellow Pages was so
big. Yeah.
So as it, yeah, even preteen. You'd open the yellow pages to search for someone's number.
Yeah.
In you want to call someone in
alphabetically.
Alphabetically.
Yeah.
You search some person's number. Big yellow pages directory. Yeah, that was it. Yellow pages. The pages were actually yellow.
It was props if you could get your number into the yellow pages.
Yellow pages.
That
so
meant you were serious about your business, or you were from a remarkable family, or something like that.
Yeah, because but that time, if you it was NITEL. If you registered under NITEL, you know, they would have that directory, so they would release it, you know, if you were registered, if you have a phone number, first of all, you just be there because everything was handled by NITEL.
Yeah,
you know, so yeah, it was good times.
Things have experienced the whole analog.
You did
phone use. I
did.
Oh, I did. I did, but it wasn't
black and white.
It wasn't in my house. It was actually
when it evolved into the other one with the numbers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, okay. So that was like the intercom style.
Yeah, that was the intercom style.
So that used to be my dad's office, and then this one used to be at home.
No, that was the one we had at home.
Okay.
So it would always, you know.
So you know that analog style became such a big deal, and it felt like technology had taken us places. But now technology has hopped, skipped, and jumped up to Android devices, iOS devices that can give you access to the internet. And you know, our friends at Meta, they have introduced teen accounts. And I was thinking about it.
Is it new? Shouldn't it have been there for a while?
So apparently, you're supposed to be over 18 before you can have an Instagram account. And obviously, any account of a child was probably run by their parents. But now they're giving teenagers access, talking about age 12 to 17, but with a lot of restrictions. Now, when I say restrictions, I mean the people you follow, the people that follow you, your parents have to basically give you permission.
But
right?
before now, teenagers have been opening accounts, normal accounts.
Probably not with their actual ages. Maybe they've been given football age, as they say.
There was a time it was a 13-year limit for Facebook. I know specifically Facebook. It was 13 years, above 13 could open. So, but things have changed. Yeah.
So the issue of restrictions for me was very, very important. Knowing what your kids are doing, knowing who is contacting them, who is messaging them.
Cyberbullies are also a very, you know, important. Yeah, it's a big conversation, and it's a big. I think I'm really hoping that they're also looking into that, because we have seen that has, you know, over the years it has skyrocketed. The rate of cyberbullying has skyrocketed, and a lot of teenagers, especially in the TikTok page, have become victims of cyberbullying. And we see some of these children, you know, go into depression, anxiety, and suicide, sadly, and then it affects their, you know, everything about them, especially, you know, their social skills.
So it might interest you to know that NCC are partnering with Meta on this. Actually, they came to talk about. They even developed an actual book, a handbook about cyberbullying that is child friendly, to be given out or downloaded to give to kids in Nigeria. It's an ebook, yes. And one other thing is something they call sleep mode. So in other words, wherever you are, you from your device as a parent can actually activate sleep mode on that Instagram handle that is for your kids. Now, I feel like it also gives kids the chance to showcase what they're doing. We have some young chefs, for instance, teenage chefs. We have teenage entrepreneurs who are doing great things, who want to showcase themselves, and maybe about time they have the chance.
I love the idea of parents and, you know, words encouraging their kids and, you know, helping to harness some of their skills and talents and putting it out on social media. But I also would like to add that there has to be a lot of regulation and there has to be a lot of control. I mean, if you know that as a parent you are not ready.
Yeah, true.
You are not intentionally ready to control and regulate this child's or teenagers' social media, access to social media, and even their social media accounts, then don't even bother at all. Because, I mean, even for me, I've had a lot of people reach out to me and say, oh, your kids are very fashionable. Open a page for them. Create a page for them. Even Elsie, I already told you the other time, they create their own content. Yes, they create their own content. You see them standing in front of, they'll set their tablets and then they're like, oh yes, so this morning I am having this for breakfast. I don't exactly like potatoes, but mommy says we have to eat potatoes because there's a timetable. But
that's content.
That's what I'm saying. That's content. And to be honest, you know, Elsie is already asking me, mommy, at what age do we begin to put this on social media? I want to be on YouTube because she sees a lot of YouTube stars and she's inspired by them. You know, she wants it to be on YouTube, but then I'm saying, Auntie, I will have to hire somebody to do that and manage it because I'm not ready for it. You know, and I also want to protect them because that's my job as a parent.
Yeah, so the conversation about protection and the negatives has almost always been at the forefront. But have we seen any positives from the whole idea of young people getting on social media? Because I feel like what's happening with kids abroad has some positive connotations as well. I'm just saying there are a lot of youngsters who are teaching kids, you know, some of their skills. You're able to see kids showcase how brilliant they are, do business, and they're making money. A lot of money.
I'm not even looking at it in terms of positive and negative.
Okay.
I'm looking at it in terms of being pragmatic, like it's life. It's just almost like saying, oh, what's the positive of your child living? Do you understand what I'm saying? You're talking about cyberbullying.
It's a necessary.
They bully without the concept of cyber, without being. They bully themselves
in school.
In school.
Yeah.
You talk to them when they come back. You remember your child might have come back crying. What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, there was one big boy that spoke somehow. It might not even be physical. It might just be the way they relate. Mean girls, mean boys syndrome. There's this clique of 3-4 boys that are the big boys, and when you're not part of them, they talk down on you. It's basically the same thing. So I don't look at it in terms of positive, and it's life. It is what it is. You know, in fact, there'll be more positive than negatives.
Okay.
You know, if you look at it in that term, if you want to look at it as black and white. Like I said, I feel like it's just blank. It's life. Like you mentioned, you have kids who are multi-millionaires. The fact there's this kid that reviews toys.
Yeah, he just talks about toys.
You know,
that's
so
all he does.
Else you could be talking about, it's up to her mom who's saying, I don't want this for mom, and that's okay because her mom doesn't want it. Some moms, they want it. Talk, you want it.
They
you
want
understand?
It.
So you understand. It's for the mom to guide the kid and direct the kid.
Yeah, so quickly I need to add this. I was watching a documentary some time ago about, you know, YouTube stars. And how many of these kids are being exploited. And how a lot of perverts reach out to these kids in the comment section. And even, it's ridiculous. So when I talk about control, not just the government has a role. There has to be some really
the basic one is from the parents.
Yes, but the number one,
no matter how much the government tries to do, mommy, daddy, auntie, uncle, guardian, you are the first, talking about that, okay, 2 fish. I'm not taking advantage of your man splitting, but we're done with the potato, right?
So Mike is officially in the kitchen today.
I did kitchen here.
Don't do Ogba community.
Don't even try it. I don't push you there.
All right then, let's take a quick break. We would love to hear your thoughts on this. Use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC and let us know. Let's take a break, y'all. We'll be back.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past few years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting and media company not just in Nigeria but throughout continental Africa to be fully certified. TVC Communications, a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
And we are back. You know that every day right here on the show we bring to you musical performances from artists all around the world. And brightening our morning with some jolly festive vibes is Olarinwaju Gabriel Mayowa. He's popularly known as Mayowa Bay. He's a Nigerian multi-talented singer, songwriter, and entertainer. He gained recognition for his versatility and talents in the music industry. He's known for his pride, and his people support him. I mean, it's interesting that you would, you're getting a lot of support, from your peeps. Surulere people, shout out.
Yes, Surulere Alpha.
How are you doing this morning?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. So I learned quite an interesting fact this morning about you. Okay, you're about to perform to the song titled Ileya.
Yes.
And you are not a Muslim. You're from a Christian background. Kindly explain that to me.
Yeah, actually, to me, I do tell people that love is my religion.
Okay.
I was born and bred up in a Christian home. My dad is actually a pastor, but growing up in the hood where you have different people, Muslims, Christians, Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, you learn different culture,
Right.
different religion. I do go to Ile then, I'll just come off for hours, go chill with Muslims, and I have a lot of Muslims as friends, and, we do business together, we do things together. So to me, it's all love, either Christmas, New Year, whatever, let's celebrate
Whatever
because we're alive.
festivities, regardless of the religion,
Exactly.
we are all one, and let's just share love. I mean, I love your belief system. It's beautiful. Now let's talk about how you talked about having a lot of Muslims friends and supporters. How has that impacted you and influenced you as a person?
Yeah, to me as a person, it makes me see life in a different perspective. Sometimes I feel like when we're talking about religion, sometimes it's boxed a lot of people in one particular, this is how you have to do this, So having Muslims as friends, to me, show you that the religion is actually peaceful. It's preach love, and it's preach to support each other and to just show love and share things among yourselves. So Muslims are amazing people, and I feel like, we're one family, and I learned a lot of things from them in their religion, how to relate in daily activities and everything to me. So yeah, it's a very peaceful religion, and they are beautiful people.
So you're an Afrobeat artist, and that means that you've had to sample, music from, the general perspective in terms of what Afrobeat is about. Let's rein in on, who inspires you, because you have so many, talented Afrobeat artists. As a matter of fact, we are in the Afrobeat season. My piano is gone, but yeah, we are in that season. So talk to us about some of your inspiration, what inspires you daily as an Afrobeat artist.
Yeah, as an Afrobeat artist, inspiration comes from different places. God is the major source of the inspiration, but our daily street things, sometimes you go out on the street, maybe on your way to work, on your way to the studio, you see different things in the hood, you see different things on the road. If you are going out and you don't see something, when you're coming back, you must see something that will inspire you. Especially when you're living in the city of Lagos, everybody's creative. You get different stories. Sometimes your music is not about your lifestyle, it's about maybe some things you see. And I watch a lot of Nigerian movies also. A lot of people don't really like it. They feel like, I don't watch it. To me, I see that they are doing what is happening, like what we can relate to. So I gain a lot of things from
Mayowa Bay. I can't wait to hear your rendition, and you know what? Just take it away.
Thank you.
Aaron P, the producer.
Pepe. Ooh, yeah. Ileya, oh, everybody, oh, yeah. Ọjọ́ kẹta ojújọ́ ọba ní Ìjẹ̀bú. Ẹ̀kájú everybody mẹ̀sẹ̀bú. Àgàwúlélẹ̀ kẹ̀wú. Ileya, oh, everybody, oh, yeah. Ọjọ́ kẹta ojújọ́ ọba ní Ìjẹ̀bú. Ẹ̀kájú everybody mẹ̀sẹ̀bú. Àgàwúlélẹ̀ kẹ̀wú. Ìtìdí Ukabri. Alájí iṣẹ́ ti rẹ̀ hàn. Ìdí Ukabri. Alájà ṣe máa pẹ́ hàn. Ìdí Ukabri. Alájí iṣẹ́ ti rẹ̀ hàn. Ilé àwọlé dé. Ìfẹ́lẹ́ yìí ṣàṣemọ́sẹ̀. Ẹni ìṣòwò nílọrin òye. Àwọn tèmi jẹ́ rọ́lọ́. Ìbàdàn nílé Olúyọ̀lé. catch everybody mezebu. Agawulele gawu. Ileyawo everybody oya. Ọjọ́ kẹta ojúde ọba níjẹ̀bú. Ẹ catch everybody mezebu. Agawulele gawu. Ìtìdí ukabiri. Ọlájí iṣẹ́ ti rẹ̀ wọ́n. Ìdí ukabiri. Ọlájà ṣe máa pẹ́ wọ́n. Ìtìdí ukabiri. Ọlájí iṣẹ́ ti rẹ̀ wọ́n. Ileyawo lédè. Ìfẹ́lẹ́ yìí ṣàṣemọ́sẹ́. Them call me my husband. Ileyawo everybody, oh yeah. Ọjọ́ kẹta ojúde ọba níjẹ̀bú. Ẹ kájú everybody mẹ́sẹ̀bú. Àgàwulélé gàwú. Ileyawo everybody, oh yeah. Ọjọ́ kẹta ojúde ọba níjẹ̀bú. Ẹ kájú everybody mẹ́sẹ̀bú. Àgàwulélé gàwú. Ìtìdí ukabiri. Ọlájí iṣẹ́ ti rẹ̀ wọ́n. Ìdí ukabiri. Ọlájà ṣe máa pẹ́ wọ́n. Ìtìdí ukabiri. Ọlájí iṣẹ́ ti rẹ̀ wọ́n. Ileyawo lédè. Ìfẹ́lẹ́ yìí ṣàṣemọ́sẹ́. Ẹni ìṣòro ní láàrin òhe. Àwọn tèmi jẹ́ rọ́lọ́. Ìbàdàn nílé Olúyọ̀lé. Àwọn tèmi jẹ́ rọ́lọ́. Abẹ́ Olúmọ. Àwọn tèmi jẹ́ rọ́lọ́. Èkó lé. Àwọn tèmi jẹ́ rọ́lọ́.
Eros P, the producer.
Pepe.
Okay, all right, the celebration has officially begun, and of course, Baraka the Salah to all our Muslim brothers and sisters who are celebrating today. Hopefully, Chef Fave is creating something you might want to try at home. That's if you're not going the meat route.
Yeah.
You might decide to, grab some fish and work on this. Chef Fave has worked hard on this fish already. If you missed it earlier on, she spiced the fish, of course, cleaned and spiced the fish. And she scored the fish as well. So that's been sitting for a while now. Is it time for us to fry this fish?
Yeah.
All right, show us your process of frying this fish. All right, go ahead. All right. Woo! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, Mike, for some reason, is here monitoring this fish. Mike, don't worry, the fish is safe. So as you can see, the fish was, or rather the oil was very hot before she decided to go straight in with the fish. Can you leave this fish alone, Michael? And right now, she's monitoring it like, Mike, don't distract me. She's monitoring it because she doesn't want it to overcook on that side, right? Okay, but Mike, let's see, observe.
So as I can see here, all together we have one fish here, one fish here. And, I can perceive the aroma. I wish we get to a point where you can watch something and perceive that thing. I think it was a joke Basket Man made that the day phones will start, maybe your phone will ring and it starts, the aroma is being said, I know who's calling. That's why technology has moved.
Honestly, I hope that doesn't happen.
But it does, the scent, the aroma is wonderful.
Now let's talk about these potatoes. What has happened to these potatoes so far?
Okay, so I'm boiling the potatoes, then after that I can fry it.
Why is it that you chose sweet potatoes, not Irish?
Okay.
Why?
I don't know why. Because the last time I came here, I made Irish potatoes. And we're like, why not sweet potatoes?
So, Mike, you're influencing our chefs now. You're influencing them from afar.
Yeah.
All right, so you said you're boiling it first before frying. Why boil before frying?
Because if I should just fry it like that, it's going to be dry. The inside will be dry and the outside is too. But as I'm boiling it now, the outside is going to be crunchy while the inside will be soft.
Okay.
Chef Fave, are you comfortable?
Yeah, I'm very comfortable.
Do you need anything?
Okay.
Tea or something? Are you okay?
I want to cover the mic.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
See, this is domestic violence. Herself and Mary, they have this in common.
My dear.
But don't worry, just focus,
Okay.
Have you added anything to the water of the potatoes?
I'll be adding salt to it.
Just a little, but not yet.
Not yet.
All right. Okay, so we are looking good here. How do we know when that side of the fish is done?
I'll have to turn it over. I need a spatula.
Calm down. Oh, spatula. There is not even a single spatula.
There's no spatula.
She went to hide it.
I didn't hide it. Mike, you don't know what a spatula looks like. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh god. Oh yeah. Wow. The whole container of spatula.
Is that okay?
Mike,
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh gosh. All right, so she's turning it around. Go and put it down. Ooh, that looks good. It looks good.
How you heard? It was me that inspired today's meal. So all of you today.
Chef Fav, you tell us.
It's on the line.
The truth later. Yeah.
No problem.
All right. Perfect.
That spatula is okay. I have more.
It's fine.
So as you can see, well, one of the biggest fears whenever you're frying fish is that the fish will break or, as they say, scatter.
Yeah.
And that hasn't happened.
Yeah, I'm being careful. Yeah.
Okay, but we didn't boil. Did we boil the fish before?
No,
we didn't.
No, it'll be fine. Don't
Okay,
worry.
but I know just some people want to boil, right?
No, it's a scatter.
You do scatter because it will be softer or something.
Yeah.
Yes. So one of the key things I noted was that before going in with the fish, the oil was very hot.
Yeah.
So that reduces
So it gets
the
into.
possibility of it sticking.
So maybe we have an option. We could also maybe oven bake this one.
Yes, you can. You can also
Just-
grill.
You know, where we can try options. You know.
Mike is single-handedly changing the recipe of our chef's meal, but it's fine. She seems to be enjoying it.
It's good when you have chefs.
We have to take a
that
quick
listen.
break at this point.
It's good.
Mike, you want to take us to the break?
No. Me
You
and
don't.
Chef Favor, okay.
You don't, sorry. Don't worry,
You
we'll be
go
back
on the break.
after this.
Why do you need Dettol's 12-hour protective shield?
Why? Oh yeah, come. Let me show you. From the risk of picking up germs in every corner to receiving those notes everyone has touched and that sweaty hug from an old friend. What else can give you all day long protection?
Germs are everywhere, but the Dettol's 12-hour protective shield shields your family every day,
Keeping them safe, healthy, happy, and successful.
Dettol, be 100% sure.
I know if you forget Nigerian promise to me.
I am reliable. Oh, I know I'm responsible for my actions. I am strong, healthy. Can't you see I am blessed? I'm a real Nigerian, born Nigerian.
Good morning and Baraka de Salat, our Muslim brothers and sisters celebrating today.
Yeah, happy Eid Kabir. I hope you're having a good time. Please don't forget us. Remember to send our round. Whether it is boiled, cooked, fried, or spiced. Yes.
Well, of course, a lot of people are going to be giving a call to their, Muslim friends very soon. That's what happens on, on the holidays like this. But hey, the second half of the show is about to begin. If you're just joining us, don't worry. You've missed a little, well, actually a lot, but we are back with even more.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, they say I should tell you, hey, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because you missed the first half. But hey, you know us, we love you, and we are very generous right here on the show. So we'll be benevolent enough to save some for you in the second half, and even more. So you are welcome.
Chef Fave has been hard at work in the kitchen, and it's been a lot of culinary goodness in there. That fish is frying to perfection.
It is. It is. I love how she marinated it. I mean, the precision with it was beautifully well done.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, I mean, fantastic, fantastic.
Okay, so for what we have left on the show, of course, Fridays are always about great music.
Right, and movies, yes.
Movies,
right.
yes, of course.
We had Gemma Feely and the Gemzo Band are still here.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. And of course, we had Maya Wape in the first half of the show.
Yeah.
And right in the second half, we have lights, camera, movies.
In fact.
Getting ready, going for sneak peek at also movies that will be taking over your screens and imagination.
And for a final conversation, we will be having the one and only Pascal Atuma, a Nigerian actor, director, screenwriter, and film producer, and of course an entrepreneur. His latest film, Imported Wives, exposes the negative impact of the Japa syndrome on marriages. Now that's a conversation we have to take very seriously today. It's going to be an interesting conversation you do not want to miss.
I would like to know what inspired the title.
What?
Imported Wives.
Well,
like they import wives.
We will find out more.
From one country to the other, but it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting.
It is. But it's Friday, so we are going to have a great time.
Yes.
Preparing you for the weekend. And of course, Mike has some insight on the beautiful game coming your way very, very soon. All right then, guys. I'm going to be handing it over to Mike.
Mike, are you ready?
Yeah. It's all yours.
Know it, but we still can't fathom it. The already unmistakable Lamine Yamal sweeps Spain.
Love the approach.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ultimate chaos. That was maybe the best match. It was not fully competitive, but see, when you see 5-4, you think that both teams were close when it comes to the standards that were displayed in the match. No, no. Spain are a far much better team than France. France have better individuals, as you can see from a lineup which we will take a look at now, but Spain are the better team. Now, just before the match started, of course, an hour before the match started, the lineups were out, and I had to go through the lineups and try to see what I could analyze. And I from the beginning, I could tell that, individually, the people, individually, you would say that France were on a roll. I mean, you have Mbappe, leading goal scorer, debut season, wonderful with Real Madrid. You have Ballon d'Or contender, Ousmane Dembele from PSG, just won the Champions League less than a week ago, so you know he's on form. You have Doué, young player of the tournament, player of the match against Inter Milan. This guy destroyed Inter Milan. Doué, 19-year-olds. Now there's that talk. Hey, he's in the Ballon d'Or conversation. Then you have Olise from Bayern Munich. Great debut season for him also in Bayern Munich. This was a super stacked attack. But this was where France started having problem. I had a problem with Rabiot. I mean, come on, man. It's been a while. We know his issues with Juventus going back and forth. There was that man you call at one particular point in time. But club form and everything, is he the man to be here? And then there's also Kone. This was also where I was measuring. You know, I started having a problem from here. Now, Saliba, of course, who is the first choice for France at this particular moment, was not in the match. I would go for normally a Saliba-Konate defense. But Saliba was not available. Upamecano was also not available. And then you had this guy coming back. What on earth? And his very low rating was well justified. Langley, I don't know what Lenormand could have started this match, but the people that you'd blame most for this performance will be Langley and Kalulu. Terrible performances from both of them. Hernandez did quite well. He had early chances. I'll tell you the tale of the match, how he progressed. Hernandez had early chances to score because he's always a defender who would bomb forward. He had chances to score, but he could not take it. And of course, Konate was just left there. Mike Magnon, Chelsea fans, you're looking at your latest goalkeeper. He conceded 5 goals against Spain. Is he the goalkeeper for you? Well, that we'll get to see as the transfer window progresses, because Chelsea are interested in Mike Magnon, but he conceded 5 goals, maybe 1 or 2 his fault, but they were run over by this excellent Spanish team. The individuals here are not as, loud as those in France. Like, I mean, you had Oyarzabal, come on. Some people will be wondering who is Oyarzabal. But the thing about them, of course, they had star boy Yamal. There's that call. 17-year-old, soon be 18, Ballon d'Or shout. Is he the man for the Ballon d'Or? That's a discussion for another day. But prior to this time, I think it was on Monday or Tuesday, a few days to this game, Yamal made mention of if this match will be a deciding factor for the Ballon d'Or, then he will show it. Of course, he implied that if himself and Dembele were going to go for the award, this match will be a decider. And Lamine Yamal showed himself 2 goals there for this star boy. Great performance, man of the match. So Yamal there with that great performance. Nico Williams, of course, with that goal earlier on. For me, Nico Williams, when it comes to the Spanish national team, Jude is excellent. He had that chance to move to Barcelona, but he did not move. He should have moved, and I think that with him and Yamal. But Rafinha, who is also a shout for the Ballon d'Or, that's in Barcelona, really had a wonderful season. But Nico Williams with the national team, great guy, of course. What else can we say about Pedri? I would also say, because of the bias that football has for attacking players, this should also be a Ballon d'Or shout, but that's a discussion for another day. Arsenal, their latest player, or the player that they are vying for to start the season will be Zubimendi, great performance. But this man, think about it, that Arsenal's midfield will be Spanish midfield. Merino, you saw that run into for that goal. There's something about this guy. Midfielder with the instincts of a striker. I would liken him to Bellingham in that mode. That means that they can do those late runs into the box and get those balls in. They have that instinct that a 9 would have. That's why I would liken him to Jude Bellingham. So great player, Merino. And then, of course, Lenormand Hussein. Oh, I mentioned Lenormand for that was a mistake. Lenormand Hussein, who, of course, the new Real Madrid signee, of course, and Chelsea fans, yeah. There's some problems. He can be a bit rash. That's talking about Cucurella. But Unai Simon there, and of course, Poro. Now, if I wanted to go through the tail of the tape when it comes to this match, right? Talking about the tail of the tape when it comes to this match, I would look at the bench. They had a very stacked bench. That's talking about France. I mean, you still had Balde, Bakola, Rancheki, who will be going to Manchester City. There was Digne, there was Guendouzi. All of them were there. But looking at the tail of the match, let me just use this to round up. That's talking about how this match went, the summary. Now, I think as at the time when they went 4-0 up, they started making the changes. And that was where things changed. I mean, by the time Dani Olmo came in, Ruiz came in, and of course, Samu and Vivian came in, that's where the match changed. And so it was a substitute. If it was, I think they thought that match, and so it swung. The first half started well with France. France didn't take their chances, and then, of course, Spain took their chances, went 4-0 ahead. They came back 4-1 because of those changes. But, of course, Rancheki was the man after he came in. So is this a final test of how strong the teams are by the time they get into the World Cup? We're not very sure. But I would say that as a team, Spain are one of the best teams, or maybe the best team in world football, and it will take a very hard time to take them down. Well, that's the size of all we have on the Beautiful Game. We'll talk more about this tomorrow, 11 a.m. on Saturday. The Beautiful Game will have more time to analyze this match and talk about what went down, what went wrong, and how one of the most chaotic matches in recent history went down. And that's it for today. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. There's still more to come on the show.
Introducing the new...
think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
Welcome to Pure Entertainment. What would you like to order from our menu today? We have the regular.
So let me go and look for my jammies.
My 20 was 320. I suppose don't be one medical.
You be like person without fortune.
He's under the delusion that I'm his next victim.
Brown paper packages tied up with string.
I'll let him cherish that notion while I explain my predicament.
These are a few of my favorite things.
I spent my vacation mastering my psychic ability. All the answers were in Goody's book of spells. With my ability now under control, I set my sights on an obsession I've had since I was 6 years old.
Before dying, victim number 11. Describe the suspect.
The Kansas City Scalper, America's most elusive serial killer. To psychically locate him, all I needed was an object from one of his crime scenes. The Scalper's 11th victim dropped her prized bowling ball when she was snatched. With the Scalper finally in my crosshairs, I had one final harrowing obstacle to overcome.
Welcome to Newark Airport. Random screening searches are a requirement at this airport. American Airlines flight AA-1872 to Kansas City is now boarding at gate 43.
Anything else on your person? I need a wand on this one.
Arms.
Prohibited items don't you understand, young lady?
The part where you believe that cramming hundreds of people into a metal tube flying through the air creates some sort of utopia where weapons aren't needed.
Can we get a bag check over here? Yeah.
My, Titi, this is one thing that has horror that Titi would love to watch. This is horror, this is comedy. How much do you love Wednesday? This is the first 6 minutes of season 2. How much do you guys love Wednesday?
Yeah, so it is built off of the Addams Family show franchise that started in the 90s. No, it actually started in the 70s.
Yes, much earlier.
And then came back in the 90s.
Yeah.
So it's building on that, but it's also brought a modern twist to it. Now, Gemma Ortega. Jenna, not Gemma. Gemma, we have Gemma in the studio. Jenna Ortega is an amazing actor. She is. Put the role out there.
Have you seen Death of a Unicorn?
No, I haven't.
Extremely useless as a whole, but she was perfect. You know, okay, why I say useless is that it has this thing, it's a, don't watch it with serious, but Jenna Ortega is an amazing actress.
I think she is, Mike, and I'll agree with you because we saw Jenna grow as a child actor, you know, and then she's, you know, basically
from the Scream series and all of that.
Yeah, series, and she's basically transformed herself into this phenomenal actor, and taking on the role as Wednesday was phenomenal for her. I think it also showed her range as an actor.
She's
and
good.
then there's also an introduction of Haley Joel Osment.
She's good.
The
you know what I think?
child star in Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense, exactly.
Right.
Who's the serial killer? You know, there's something about, I feel, there's something about acting here. Sometimes you might not give so much effort. If you have it, you have it.
Right.
I'm telling you, there's something about Jenna. Like, she
does it effortlessly. Yeah, she does it. I agree with you.
As in, there's just something about. I don't think she works hard.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, this was that kid in Sixth Sense. I don't know, Can you check
Haley
the name?
Joel Osment. So he's recently facing. He's currently going through Anonymous. Alcoholic Anonymous.
Okay. Let's listen to it a bit and then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Let me show you some of my own handiwork. Just a minor psychic glitch. You're not to breathe a word of this to anyone, you understand? Especially my mother. Now, let's play dolls.
Oh, goodness me. So it does have a little play on, so it gives the comic vibes of a Home Alone.
Yeah.
And then adds horror to it, and then gives you the nostalgia of Adam's Family. So
it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So Haley's currently was arrested in April for possession of cocaine, hard drugs, and public intoxication.
Why won't he get intoxicated? See the role he's playing.
But you know, funny enough, it's funny because he always does. He naturally gives me the creeps every time I see him.
I see dead people.
If you're saying those kind of things in room, why won't you need intoxication?
You know what?
Goodness me.
Let's still keep it in the horror genre. We have Frankenstein.
Oh, okay.
It's the latest one. Let's take a look at it.
It's not October yet, Mike.
Yeah, but come on. We love these ones. Frankenstein.
I had determined that the memory of my evils should die with me. Some of what I will tell you is fact. Some is not. But it is all true. What manner of creature is that? What manner of devil made him? I did. I had a vision. An idea took shape in my mind. Inevitable. Unavoidable. Until it became truth. Seeking life. I created death.
Yeah. So contrary to what a lot of people think, Frankenstein is not the name of the monster, it's the name of the scientist.
Yes.
It was Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah. So it's a Frankenstein monster. That's what it's called. You would have seen him also in Van Helsing.
Yeah.
It's also related to the Dracula theories and all of that.
Sure.
So yes, the Frankenstein monster. And I would love to see how Guillermo del Toro's take on this one is.
It's a period piece.
I'd love to see it.
Sometimes you have to take note of, things like costuming.
Oh yes,
effects,
definitely.
Taking people back in time.
Definitely. You're not making me remember Nosferatu.
I think that's your favorite movie.
Recently, yeah. No, not all
time, but
recent times. That movie was just something else. You know,
I kind of stay away from some of those darker movies.
It's not so dark.
I'm trying to not
like movies like Frankenstein. I would definitely stay away from it.
Stay away from it. Yeah, I do, but not Wednesday. I know they'll love it. Okay, we have a brighter one. This one is much brighter.
Okay, thankfully.
It's the latest trailer of Fantastic Four.
Oh,
I think
okay,
it's fun. It's coming out quite soon on a lot of
But the director of this is also known for doing some dark movies.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's take a look at it.
yourself. Whatever life throws at us, we'll face it together.
Johnny, now!
As a family.
Today, we are your defenders. The four of us will face the danger, and we will protect you.
Is this guy good? The clobbering time? Oh, yeah.
I finally knocked it off the list.
You know,
okay, Fantastic Four.
I'm not so comfortable with his casting as Richard Reed's. You know, there's just something about Pedro Pascal. He's Hollywood's #1 man now.
Yeah.
He's the most insult man. They probably feel that he would take something bad and raise it up, and Marvel had to go get him, trying to resuscitate it. But I feel like a human role, he would do perfectly. But this superhero role, I don't know, it just doesn't.
You read my mind.
The superhero thing doesn't just.
You read my mind.
Yeah.
You read.
You
read my mind. That's exactly what I was thinking.
For
I'm like,
Pascal.
yeah, no.
I feel like the
cast. Yes, they did.
Well, that's part of the business.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's a business, and I agree. I want to.
And even talking about the business aspect of it, I mean, the movie sold. It sold more in the cinemas than any other film this year. And I see what they were trying to do with it.
They're trying to get him and all that.
He's done some amazing work though with the Mandalorian first of all. And
that was never in doubt.
So
excellent. And like I said, he's Hollywood's #1 man at the moment.
So let's see what he does with this. Let's see what he does with
so of course, Cynthia Erivo and what's her name now?
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande.
You didn't want to, man. You knew.
No, I didn't. It just skipped my mind. But Cynthia Erivo is for me the star of this one. It's Wicked for Good. It's the first trailer for Wicked for Good. It's the sequel that will be out in December, but the first trailer just came out.
Yeah.
So let's take a look.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Welcome to Warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m., tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on.
You're my provider, you're my provider.
Nigeria, and I'm gonna find me a nurse and marry and bring her so that me can shower. Be careful what you wish for. How many cars do you change in a year?
I work hard for my money. I married my wife for love.
We can afford this, we can afford that. Isn't that why you married me?
Why do you want to marry Angie? She's not a medical doctor. She's not a nurse. Mommy will not like it. Am I marrying for mommy or marrying for myself? Hey, Mama!
Anya, how doctor if I'm going?
Look at me very well. Do I look like someone that still want to be going under the car?
Just keep shopping. You're going to go bankrupt if you keep letting him spend your money like that. I told you not to take my car out.
You and your whining about this car and your penchant for scolding me like a child. A child we never had. I don't have enough money to care for a baby right now.
But you have enough money to dive inside of me anytime you want.
You can't even wait for your husband to be back.
Have you finished chasing all the skirts in town?
I handle my wife with a very hard hand. I have to take permission from you before I bring someone inside my house.
It's my house too. I make the money. He's not gonna stop until he knows that you know your rights.
I know you've been meeting with your phone. Stay out of other people's marriages.
There's food in the house.
Waka. My own mom!
I don't want to upset him any further. I lost a colleague at work. Her husband drove a knife into her heart.
What do you think you're doing? Don't you ever in your life roll your eyes at me. Shut up!
That's our final guest in the house. Pascal Atuma, Nigerian actor, director, screenwriter, film producer, entrepreneur, and licensed people agent, CEO of Tabik record label, and of course the Tabik is for the Atuma Brothers, right, Titi?
Yes, the Atuma Brothers International Company, and it premiered his latest movie, Imported Wives, in Lagos last week with a national cinema release following the debut, and the movie was shot not just in Nigeria, but of course in Canada. It's great to have you on the show with us.
Thank you very much, my sister.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
You produced that. You were also in that. I love when our culture is being put out there. Our accent. Look, yes, there's a way the Igbo man talks, and there's no problem because we don't have any problem with the way the Spanish sound, with the Italian sound. So we shouldn't have a problem with our accent. And that's the thing with many people. They feel that to appeal to a global audience, you need to sound like them. Yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
No, the global audience is actually looking for authenticity, identity, because they're already saturated with their own culture. They need other cultures. Why do we watch Indian movies? Why do we watch Chinese movies? We need to sell our culture, sell our own material, sell what we have, but make it authentic. Because without identity, you don't have a market.
And speaking of authenticity, you know, it is an authentic Nigerian story. But, so I say a Nigerian story.
Which one, Imported Wives?
Yes.
No, Imported Wives is actually a global story.
So you're telling us it's a global story?
It's a global story, but I'm telling it from the viewpoint of the Nigerian African. Because the same problem that is happening with the Africans is happening with the Chinese, the Indians, people from Mexico, bringing it. So the story of Imported Wives is global, it's universal. Yeah. So that's why if you look at the way we did the casting and the way we shot, if you look at the keys quality control of it, we shot it for the universal market.
Interesting.
It's not shot for the Nigerian market alone. It's not shot for the African market alone. It's shot for the universal market.
So I love the fact that you're mentioning the markets now, because over the past, a year or so, we've been having an onslaught of YouTube standard movies. And I say YouTube standard. I'm not trying to say YouTube is low standard. All the movies, they are low standard. But there is a standard that's not accepted by a lot of other streaming platforms that is permissible on YouTube. What are your thoughts on this?
It depends on the level you are.
Okay.
If you're a young producer starting off, maybe nobody is going to be willing to put $1 million on your head. Maybe do you understand? So you have to, it's garbage in, garbage out. So whatever level you can produce is what you're going to do. But you cannot do a YouTube movie and expect to go to the cinema or expect it to go to Netflix or Amazon if YouTube is your target. Because if YouTube is your target, that affects your sound quality, that has to do with the picture quality, even acting, the actors, the talent level, even the directing level and producing level. I give you an example. You don't bring a Mama G, a Nancy Sime, Omoni Oboli, Joseph Benjamin, Lucy Ame, Linda Osifo, Funky Malam in one production for YouTube. How are you going to pay back your investors?
Wonderful. You see, now talking about investors, for the past few months, that has been a recurring theme in Nollywood based on streaming platforms, the Amazons, the Netflix and all of that. There's that talk out there about how they invested in the Nigerian market. They were unable to get back the returns, but also the producers who maybe probably use a percentage, maybe a little percentage of the monies that were commissioned for projects to actually take care of those projects, and in such a way that, so this is what is out there, in such a way that these people now, you know,
that is what is out there, but that was a marriage that was not done on fair play.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. Yes, we sold out. We sold ourselves cheap to Netflix. We sold ourselves cheap to Amazon.
Wow.
Whoever negotiated on behalf of Nigeria when they came in did not have idea what he or she was talking about. They didn't know what they were getting into.
Okay.
Netflix themselves know that the lowest low-budget film in the U.S. starts from $3.5 million. Low-budget film.
Very low.
Yes.
Very low-budget film.
Very low.
So if you want to hire actors from the Screen Actors Guild and this low-budget film, that's a salary you pay.
Yeah.
If it's a higher-budget film, that's a salary level cap you pay. Now, you will give a producer in the U.S. $3.5 million to produce what you call, quote-unquote, a low-budget film.
Yeah.
Now, let's even break it down. Movies have stages of production. We have pre-development, we have development, we have production, then we have post-production, then we have advanced post-production.
Definitely.
So you see, all those stages commands different kinds of funding. I give you an example. In Canada, we have what we call CMF and Telefilm, Canada Media Funds and Telefilm. Pre-development goes up to $200,000. Pre-development, you're not writing a script yet. It's called pre-development. That means script analysis, story sourcing, trying to see what is possible and what is not possible. Now, when you finish pre-development and cross-development, then you now apply for development funds, which runs up to $100,000 to $500,000. Development. Let's not even talk about what I'm saying is verifiable. You go online, type in CMF, and verify what I'm telling you. Now you come to Nigeria and you tell a producer that you're going to pay him for his entire film $100,000. Wow. Now this producer on the table maybe has never seen 100 million naira in his account before. So some white boy sits on this table, or black boy, African American, whoever he is, representing Netflix, then tells you about $100,000, you convert it to naira, you are seeing your first 100 million. That takes over your brain.
And the fact is, it's not going to work.
Yes, and then you take it, and then them Netflix, then they say, oh, we can buy it cheaper from here. Now they are complaining that they are not getting value.
Yeah.
How can you get value when you didn't put in value?
Interesting. Interesting.
Wow, this is multifaceted.
Yes. So
because there's also a problem with the kind of people that they met and they discussed with.
Yes. See, if you don't know how to go to, if you have never been to Ibadan before, how can you tell me how to get to Ibadan?
Interesting.
Am I making sense? Now, another question I want to ask is this. They say they gave money to producers to produce film. That money they give to Nigerian producers to produce film is money they give to other people in other countries to do pre-development. Come on, I'm actually happy that this marriage broke down. You know why? Yeah. If they want this marriage to happen, they need to bring players like us, like Robert Peters, people that have played outside, people that have had meetings and deals with them. I produced many movies in Los Angeles, and I know how we did it. So why would Netflix come into my own country of birth and do this, and then you
so
blame.
So we can even say that Netflix were trying to be sharp also, because they were short-changing.
There was a conversation I was having a few years ago, even on Wake Up Nigeria, with another producer, and I talked about the fact that giving our content archives to foreign investors also means that we are, in quotes, losing control or giving the rights of our content out to foreign investors. Meaning our library, the library of the best quality movies we have, doesn't belong to us.
No, it depends.
Okay.
It depends. Like me.
Okay.
All my movies, all my rights belongs to me.
Okay.
If I'm going to give you a deal, if you're Netflix or Amazon, it doesn't matter who you are.
It's not exclusive.
It's not. It can be exclusive, but with a time bar on it.
Okay.
So I can give you exclusive rights, world exclusive rights, and give you 2 years maximum.
I understand.
Immediately, if we say we did that on July 17th of this year, July 17th of next year, I don't need to say "pam" to you. That your hand is off. And if I see you put that movie anywhere, I'm coming after you.
Interesting.
Do you understand?
But not a lot of producers understand this.
But let's forget about the old producers. Let's teach the younger producers.
Interesting.
You don't go into any deal without a time bar on it. There must be a time bar, or else you're not going to have any library by the time you're done. Remember, our library is our retirement plan.
Sure.
Because there's no retirement plan
for filmmakers
if you don't have library.
A library,
I give you an example. I have a couple of my movies I made in Los Angeles many years ago that I used people like Billy D. Williams, Slim Whitfield, and them. Those movies, I'm still reselling them. But if I'm going to give it to you, I give it to you 6 months or 1 year. After that, your hand is off.
Because we don't see with foreign producers. It happens with Netflix. Say, oh, this movie is leaving in 2 months' time.
Yes.
It'll be off the platform.
Yes.
We see it.
But we don't see it on Nigerian movies, though.
If Netflix wants to keep showing it, they will have to go back to the table.
True.
And you know that movies are sold in territories.
Interesting.
I can give you the African territory for 5 years.
Very true.
I can give you the European territory for 2 years. I can give you the Australia, New Zealand territory for 1 year.
Wow.
And I'm monitoring it.
Wow.
Interesting.
Do you understand? So for the young producers, you need to understand you're not a slave. They need you as much as you need them.
All right. A lot of nuggets being dropped here today.
I wish you could talk more. We have to go, but this is quite a lot. When we get there, we'll talk about Imported Wives. It's been in the cinema for 1 week now.
1 week now. We premiered last week. It's in cinemas nationwide. It's a beautiful story. And we have fantastic cast. Nancy Sime, Omoni Oboli, Mama G, Ngozi Nwosu, Lucy Ahmed, Lindo Sifo, Funky Mala, Joseph Jojo Benjamin, and they killed it. So you see, when you have quality actors as a director, your job becomes easy.
Indeed,
wonderful.
Indeed. Now, I honestly can't wait to see it. I love the premise of it. And the fact that there's a lot of us, our family members in Canada right now, we know that they are also going to want to see it.
Want to see it. Wonderful.
And it's a story affecting everybody. If you look at the UK government, the police said we're calling the Nigerian women to stop calling police on their husbands.
On their husband. I mean, in fact, I saw this one.
You saw it,
siblings.
right?
There were different ones. It's crazy out there. It's crazy out there. People have done in such a way that they even lost the rights they have because of calling the police on a partner.
Yes.
Crazy.
So it's a must-watch movie.
All right, wonderful.
You're going to like it, I promise you.
Definitely.
If you don't like it, I'll give you back your money. But if you like it, you buy me a drink.
That's a bet. I love that. So we do have breakfast for you if you don't mind.
That's fantastic.
Let's talk about the kitchen.
Yes, indeed. All right. Please. Okay. So, Chef,
we're not talking here. It's all you. Because this food and your smile, I don't know which one is number one now. But I know we have 2 fish that we prepared. Please tell us about your meal.
Talk to us about it.
Okay, so this is the pan-fried croaker fish with sauce and fried potatoes.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, so now we are about
Pascal
to give it to you to have a taste.
To have a
Start wherever you like.
It looks beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
It does.
So this was all done right here.
And is that lemon or what was that?
Lemon, yes.
Yeah.
Let me start plus God minus Satan.
I like that.
God minus Satan.
I'm telling you.
That's the potato.
Sister, we're going to find your husband. Are you married? Are you married?
Not yet.
She wants to go to Jakpa.
You want to Jakpa?
Yeah.
This one will be
Hopefully
easy.
we can find her husband in diaspora.
This is one of the best.
She can cook it. It won't be a problem.
Thank you.
How did you prepare this one?
It
doesn't look. It looks like it doesn't look just pure fried.
No.
Well, how did you do it?
I mean, I fried it. I boiled
cooked
it
it
first.
fast.
Yes, before frying.
Then fry it.
Beautiful.
All right.
Yeah.
Please enjoy.
But you can eat
No,
too.
it's all yours.
No, it's for you. Don't worry.
Yes,
Don't worry. We have our own. Don't worry. This is about you.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Today is Salah, right?
Yes.
Wonderful it is.
This is the best way to start.
Yes.
And you look dressed for it.
I'm ready for it.
Now, to everybody here who's a Muslim, all our Muslim friends and colleagues, remember, Mary is about 3-4 months pregnant now. Jesus will soon be born in Christmas. If you don't do anyhow, do well today. Our time is coming.
Oh my goodness.
Not by turn.
Right.
Oh my
It's not my
goodness.
turn, exactly.
So it's
This
been
is
a
beautiful.
fabulous Friday edition
has.
of Wake Up Nigeria
It
so
has.
far.
And we have Gemma Ophili
Gemma's
and the
taking us out.
Gemzo Band taking us out.
Yeah.
Have a great weekend, people.
Bye.
Where's my fish?
Woo.
Where is my fish?
Please stay.
They are still coming.
Please stay, chef. Chef. Yes.
Rock steady, baby, that's what I feel now. Let's call the song exactly what it is. Jump and move your hips with a pin from side to side. Sit yourself down in your car and take a ride. While you're moving, rock steady, baby. Let's call the song exactly what it is. What it is, what it is, what it is. It's a funky and low down feel. What it is. Move your hips from left to right. What it is. What it is I'm out to do. What it is. This funky dance all night.
Put your hands up in the air. Got a feeling you ain't care. You want to take this break. It's standing on inside.
Rock steady, baby. Rock steady. Rock steady, baby.